I am so ready all the time when we hit record, and then everybody's like, hey, you're the GM, so let's talk about something. If there's one thing I pride myself on, it's coming up with interesting things to talk about in my gift of gab.
Oh,
Nice.
well,
I'm glad.
do that now.
Isn't that?
No, you don't like.
I mean, isn't that good for a podcast, though?
Oh yeah, but the sarcasm when I said that isn't. No, it'll be like, a week ahead of time, and I'll put almost as much prep into what we're gonna open the show with as I try with the actual campaign. And I'm like, that's a good idea. I gotta write that down. And then it gets to be Sunday night. I'm like, hey guys, what'd you do this week?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like I thought of like 3 things in the past 2 hours of what I need to talk about that. They're gone.
Yep. I will talk about that today. I played a mean game of dodgeball, and I am glad that this game doesn't involve moving around much.
Are you in pain?
Oh my gosh, I'm slightly in pain.
Slightly.
Yeah. No, my shoulder's been sore for a few weeks from doing the house edition stuff, but I could not pass up dodgeball today. And then we did adults versus kids, which seems just like a way to beat up kids, but
Did you
legally.
demolish them?
I always feel like that. No, actually, we had a pretty even game today. They won, we won, so it was a lot of fun.
Wow, what a bunch of losers.
Yeah. Well, I was out the first 2 games, like right in the beginning. I was like, this sucks. And then the third game, I was like stomping. I'm like, this is great.
Hey, it's Ultrawave.
Hi.
That guy.
back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Seamless transition.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You got some radiation going on in the background there, I see.
Just in case, I got my shelter
Just in-
ready.
You never know.
You never know.
Oh, I think you mentioned this the last time you were on. What's the progress on the new house?
Oh, so painting's done. Cabinets went in this last week. Flooring arrives tomorrow.
Ooh,
So we should be able to move in sometime beginning of April.
that's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Almost got a whole house.
Almost.
Just waiting on those walls to go up.
That part's done, thankfully.
Yeah.
Go
I was
for
going to
it.
say, yeah, I think that between me and Ultrawave, you won the house construction race because we're nowhere near done.
Oh, no. And you had less to do.
Yeah, I know.
I do want to say one thing. So with, I don't know if anybody knows, but Google Podcast is going away, and they're moving everything over to YouTube Music for some reason. And they added the ability to add RSS feeds to your YouTube channel. So that's what I've been working on for the past 2 weeks. Also, all those videos that I uploaded over the past 6 months are pointless because they did it for me. So
Oh, no.
I'm working on getting everything updated. The formatting is weird it took them 3 days to get everything uploaded from the RSS feed.
So
But,
not only did they make your work pointless, they're also screw you. We got that done super quick.
Yeah. The formatting in the description is really weird when it comes over from the RSS feed, so I had to reformat each. So the only thing currently up is Eye of the Storm, Into the Unknown, and the first book of Dead Sons. So if you're on, for some reason, using YouTube Music, or we're using Google Podcasts and you want to continue using a Google product, it's not all up there yet, but it will be shortly.
Cool.
I'm making all new thumbnails for each episode and stuff like that. So I'm I think it's going all right.
Do you get paid for all this tech work that you do, man? Somebody should pay this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you gonna pay me? Are you offering?
I mean, I have like a penny here.
Oh, dope.
Oh, speaking of paying, Kevin, head over to Patreon and support the podcast.
There we go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There we go.
Excellent segue.
/Adventure Awaits pod.
Oh,
Okay.
let's throw in
Is it
another
pod
thing.
or podcast? I don't.
I think it's pod. Yeah. Let's throw something else in there while we're at it too. So the maps, I redid them and I did it in Arkenforged. And so if anybody likes these maps and wants to build their own with this awesome program, you can go get that and put in our code AAPOD, and you get a cool little discount, and we get a little money coming our way, and everybody gets to enjoy a sweet map making program.
Nice.
All right. Anything else before we get started?
I'm
All
good.
right.
All right, let's do this. So,
I did get to play the Marvel TTRPG, so
Ooh.
look forward to that in the future.
so let's jump right in. The Starfinder we got going on here, Cosmic Crush. And I'm excited to be back to Starfinder for all its crunchiness that is the complete opposite of what we had in Monty Python. I'm glad to be back in this world.
This is the first time we're playing Starfinder with the
New stuff.
that book, the new stuff. What's it called? The enhanced.
The enhanced, yeah. And that's all up to you because I don't have that book yet.
Yeah.
So
I
you
don't
can-
think I picked anything that was part of enhanced, but Ultrawave did. I know that.
Nice.
Oops.
No, it's fine.
Hey, call it out so we know. Yeah, totally.
Well, I think I mentioned it in our Discord chat. He chose an archetype, which we hardly ever did because before enhanced, it would replace abilities in your class. With enhanced, they took that off. And archetypes just add abilities.
That's cool. Yes, I know.
Because the abilities never seemed all that good. If you like taking out the your class abilities seemed like a nerf. So they're just like, have at it. Just add those abilities.
It's kind of like, I mean, I didn't play with it too much, but it's kind of like an Unchained thing from Pathfinder. And like-
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Witch Warper got reworked. Solarian got reworked. Two other classes that I'm not remembering at the moment.
Oh, I'm gonna
So,
check
yeah.
that out for sure. I was looking forward to that book for a while. I just haven't gotten around to it. But
They also
Um,
had the narrative Starship.
yes, I
combat.
very much want to know how that's gonna work out. I know you mentioned it a little bit, but anything's
Yeah.
got to be an improvement.
I haven't heard anything about the new combat, like Starship combat, at all.
From anybody, like other people
From
that played.
anybody. Yeah. I guess people are just like, it's Starship combat, so I'm just going to ignore it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll take a look at the rules, and it might be worth giving it a shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, but let's jump right into this adventure. So, Cosmic Crush, and we're back at Absalom Station, and we're kind of like from a bird's eye view flying over the great dome, and you see the hustle and bustle of the city, and then we kind of fly around a little further, and you get into like the middle class areas, and we kind of take a tour around like the Spike area, and we're just kind of getting a whole overview of this place that we haven't been in for a while. And then eventually we get settled down street view, passing through a crowd of people, and pass by a window of a storefront, and we get to television. And on the television, there seems to be a news report going on, and the host speaks up and says, "And now the weather, perfect as always." Of course, unless the Starfinders bring back something that infiltrates the mainframe again. Boy, was that a wet mess. And on to our next story. Granny Bobbin of Bobbin Pizzas is 207 today. Come celebrate and get a free pizza. Oh, and one final thing before we go to break. Today is the special day for many lucky contestants who get to tour the Cosmic Cola Factory. Congratulations to the winners. We're all super jealous. And now, a word from our sponsor. And we're super tight in on the screen. And it goes dark, and then you see like this flashy like 90s kind of like a Sunny D commercial come on. People like are like skateboarding and doing all this like sports stuff, and you hear this theme song come on. And Kevin, I need you to cue that up.
Yes, sir.
Coca-Cola Crush, a brand new flavor, you love it so much. Cosmic Cola, crush your thirst. I don't know if anybody heard that. It was like super muffled on my end.
Yeah, that sounded like dog
Yeah.
shit.
I wonder if Chad heard it.
And then we pulled back from the television, and now we are in this lobby of this building. It's the Cosmic Cola building. There are all kinds of people around, small group, but still many different races and all kinds of people from different walks of life. And they're all sitting there busily talking with each other. And then you are among those group of people. So I don't know if you guys know each other, if you're hanging out and talking or anything like that. Feel free to jump in. But after a while, a gentleman stands up and he says, "Hi, everybody. My name's Hal, and I'm going to be your tour guide for today. And we're super excited that you can be here. You all are the special winners of our contest. And as such, you are one of the few people that get to come through and tour our facilities. And in addition, you can take all the photographs and video that you want, and you're welcome to upload those to your social media. You're going to have exclusive photos before anybody else. So pretty sure that they'll drive those likes and subscribes up. And the best part, you're going to be the first of the general public that gets to try our new flavor, Cosmic Crush. So good. So before we get the tour started, just want to ask if there's any questions that anybody has.
Do you want us to explain our characters? Let's look over.
Yeah, this is a good
characters
time to introduce your characters.
first. I'm playing a fire giant evolutionist, which is a class I don't think we've had on the podcast before. I have a voice in my mind, but there's no way I can actually do it. If you remember, did you ever watch the behind the scenes of like Lord of the Rings and the part where they were trying to get the voice for the Balrog, and they just like drug like stone on stone? I imagine that's what his voice sounds like, except it's like slightly audible and it makes actual words.
That's cool. I know I've watched it because I watched every extra, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, it's like that's what it sounds like. He's like eating gravel. He's like he's so tall. What did I put? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Right here, quickly. He is, I think that's 13 feet, 12 feet. He's 6,969 pounds.
Good grief.
Oh no.
His hair is fire. His eyes are fire, and his skin is red.
Of course, it's red.
And his name is Tychos Vidius.
Very cool. I mean, very hot, of course, because there's nothing cool about it.
He's very warm.
Who else wants to jump in with their character?
Okay, I'll go. My character's name is Jax, J-A-X. Average human soldier. Nothing stands out about him. You know, basically, literally, like, if you took AI and just said, give me generic white guy human, that's what he would look like. Brown hair, nothing extraordinary. Other than that, it's just kind of average looking. Kind of blends in, face that blends into the crowd. Easy to just, you see him and you forget him instantly. Just kind of disappears, so.
Face you can forget.
Yes.
Who else wants to jump in there?
I will if I'm not roboting.
You're fine.
Okay.
You just need to make your characters all robots.
I know, right? Yeah, so I am Cairo Zotz, and she is a Callow envoy. And so Callow is like basically a humanoid fish person. So like if you think of like the creature from the Black Lagoon, I think, or like Alex mentioned like Shape of Water, like kind of like that. I've got scales and like webbed fingers and stuff. In comparison to Tychos, I am tiny. I'm 5'6" and I weigh 100 pounds. So, I mean, you could just flick me across the universe.
Are you actually like a tiny creature, or you're just saying?
No, I'm
relative?
saying in comparison to him, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when there's somebody that's thousands of pounds or whatever.
6,000 pounds, 13 feet tall.
6,969.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you short.
I want every pound.
Yeah, dog, you need to go on a diet.
We didn't want to say anything,
7,000.
but...
Are you done introducing your character?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I am playing a human mechanic known as Dr. Allard McLaren. He has a combat drone that assists him named Max. And he's like a older gentleman, definitely wearing a lab coat just to sell the doctor thing. And big, thick glasses, just like these bad boys.
What's our DM look like? Or GM?
Oh, stunningly handsome, rugged good looks.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, all of those things.
Generic
Wish we
white
could get
man,
him
right?
for the pod.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for reminding me about your drone, because I forgot to put that in. So
You jerk!
well, I'm gonna win this game somehow. No. So that's the characters, and you see everybody else is kind of settled down, and their anticipation of this event is over, and Hal leads everybody through some double doors, and you begin the tour, kind of like a Willy Wonka style of factory, just not so whimsical. And you're taken around many different places. Hal lets you know some different things about the factory, you know. This was founded back about 100 years ago, and our great founder has not let out the secret of how he makes his cola, but rumors say that the recipe dates back before the Gap, but who knows exactly what that is. Of course, Cosmic Cola has been the #1 drink provider in Absalom Station and the Packed Worlds for about 10 years. That's a lot of stiff competition, but we innovate and we come up with proprietary technology to help us explore and bring the newest and most exciting flavors from the galaxy to your taste buds. And you begin progressing, you get to a hallway, and I'll go ahead and take you guys to the map here.
I switched to the map to show off the front cover.
Excellent.
Is there supposed to be a floor?
Yes. I think it kind of blends in, or maybe I didn't reveal that.
I'm seeing the floor.
I see white.
Yeah, I see
go
our
ahead.
token.
You gotta refresh.
There should
dog.
be so there should be like a white floor with like a black outline. I know we were having trouble with the Roll20 earlier.
Chris, can you see what I'm looking at right now?
Let me zoom in.
I mean, I see the same thing as what's on the stream.
That's super weird.
Same.
Are you sure that like
Okay,
you didn't
let me-
just give
Oh,
Alex
and
permission
Alex?
with that droid? That droid, you just let him see more.
Let me let me go ahead and try to reload this, because this would be bad for Arkenforge. Look at the black and white screen that I made with this game. If you can refresh,
I
it
saw
should
some
be
big
set.
fire guy now.
Yeah, it looks good on my
Is
end.
that me?
No, it's
Refreshing.
Ultra.
Whoa, I'm large and in charge.
That is right? They're giants are large creatures?
Large humanoid.
All right.
Hey,
I forgot that. We
And
got
how
that now.
tall again?
He
Hold
said
on, I gotta
13
double-check
feet.
that number that I said. I gotta check. Hold on.
I feel like
Two-
there's 100% gonna be a moment
Oh, no.
where you can't go into a
He
room.
just put like an arm in.
Probably. 13.75 feet.
Yeah.
So tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty tall. Pretty tall. All right, so yeah, you get to this part of the tour, and Hal's like, all right, in this next room is super exciting. I can't wait to let you see this. It's so beautiful, so colorful. It's one of my favorite rooms here. It's the soda mixing room. And as he's saying this, crowds all around you, a scientist in like a lab coat busts out of this green door ahead of you. And he runs out really quick, slams the door shut, and he's breathing really heavy. And he turns around and he sees everybody, and he's like, and he tries to compose himself. And he's like, "Oh, Hal, is this the tour? Yes, we're all ready to come in and check out the room. Oh, well, probably gonna have to have you come back just a little later. By the way, this guy looks like I wrote it down. Who's the
Farnsworth.
on Futurama? The guy. The
Me?
one with
Oh,
like the
Zach.
octopus face guy.
Zoidberg?
No.
That's it.
Zoidberg.
Yeah. Zoidberg. Yeah, this guy looks like him. His name's Blorb though, and Hal's like Blorb. Yeah, I mean we could totally
Blorb.
we could totally
Zoid
come back at
Blorb.
any time. And he's like, yeah, that'd be good. I mean, it's not a big deal. And then as soon as he says it's not a big deal, another female scientist comes bursting out the room and says, we got to get out of here. And like the crowd with you is kind of like startled. They don't really know what's going on. It just happens so fast. And then out from the green door plops this little tiny purple ooze. And I mean tiny. It's tiny, like in terms of Starfinder mechanics. And
Step on it.
Hal is like, come on, Blorb. That's what you're afraid of? This is ridiculous. And he walks up to it. He's like, oh, he's so cute. And he's like, starts to pet him. And then this thing, like this little pseudopod comes out of it and punches him. And he like flies down the hall past you guys, like
What?
like super far. And he's like, oh. And everybody else begins to run at that point and kind of go into the other corners just to stay back and get some safety. And you guys are standing there, and this thing is starting to move towards you. Things shooting out at random and like coming back in, shooting slime and everything out. Everybody roll initiative.
I sit on it.
Okay. You
I
will
gotta
have
get
that
up on my
opportunity.
dice. All right. I've never played this class before, so give me some slack, okay?
Ever.
No. Oh,
Oh.
I remember how to do things.
Oh, good. That's one of us.
How? Oh, my initiative is not good. Ooh, but I rolled good.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see. So we've got Allard. What do you got?
18.
18. And then Max goes along with you.
I should know that.
Well, you
Well,
let me
we'll
know.
go. Yeah, we'll find out. I think.
Cairo.
Yeah. Ignore
Hero?
my first two because I was trying to figure out the dice again on roll 20. I got a 12.
12. All right. And then we've got Jax,
I got an 18.
18, and then Tychos.
18.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, three-way. Figure out who wants to go first.
I got a +0, so.
Different. I have a +3.
Dang, son.
I have a
I think he
plus,
might be.
plus 9.
You
All right,
liar.
then.
No, I'm serious.
Oh, you are.
It's totally
serious.
okay. So
All right. I guess you go before us. I guess it'll be.
It doesn't matter, though. We get to pick, right?
yeah,
thought we found
you
out
don't
that wasn't
have
true.
to do that. You can pick, but if everybody's like, no, I'm going first, then you do it by initiative bonus.
Oh, to settle the dispute. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go
Um,
last.
I would
don't
like
care.
to not go first because I'm trying to figure out how my drone works again.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Or Jax, you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, you go first. Well, who's actually going like first? Is it this? pseudopod?
So yes, it is. Jax is going first.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah.
Um,
So we want to kill it, right?
You could,
yeah.
you could try and pet it. See if that works out better for you.
I don't think I like that idea. Well, I'm gonna take a shot at it with my tactical shield rifle. Does a 22 hit?
Oh, yes, that does hit.
God damn!
Okay, that's 5 points of electricity and piercing damage.
Okay, 5 points. And
Wait,
yeah.
you shooting through me?
I mean, you're tall enough. I'd probably just put the gun barrel between your legs.
That's true. That's true.
There's that, but also if you want to arrange yourself in an order, since I didn't ask for marching order, that's fine too.
I'm good.
All right, so a shot through the legs of Tychos,
Yes.
and you shoot some of this ooze matter up on the door, and it is now. Or you have a move action as well, or did you use that to pull out your weapon? Assume you're not walking around with your weapon out.
Yeah, I probably had to draw my weapon.
Good thing they allow weapons in the factory. All right, so then it is Tycho's turn.
So they have this like thing in Hero Labs where like it literally said I have an ability where it, at the bottom of it has 3 buttons. One of them is start combat, one is start turn, and then another thing is like points that I can gather throughout the combat.
Is this specific to your class, or this is a new like? 'Cause I
Yeah,
haven't used
this
it in
is for
forever.
the level evolutionist.
Okay.
So start turn. So at the beginning of my turn, I gain 5 feet to my speed. So basically, the evolutionist is when you get into combat, like the frenzy, the adrenaline makes your body start to change and stuff. And basically, the one that I chose, like these like mechanical parts start appearing, which gives me increased speed and some other things that I don't remember. But is there anything nearby that I could maybe throw at this thing?
There's a pop can.
I mean, there's probably things on the wall that you have to
Like
rip off, but like you
maybe
know,
a garbage can?
yeah, that's
Because
cool.
I have, as a giant, I have an ability called Hurl Debris.
Yeah, totally. Cosmic Cola is all about maintaining cleanly facilities, and they have a garbage can like every 15 feet.
All right, I pick up this garbage can next to me and toss it.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit KAC.
That is a hit.
And then that'll be 1d6 plus 4. That's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 6 points damage, and you two splat some of this material against the wall, and it just like oozes down as this thing is slowly moving towards you, constantly changing shape, just gel darting out in all directions and retracting like a rubber band.
And Tycho says,
It was, yeah.
hard to be.
Hey, that was pretty good. Do you have gravel in your throat?
Here we go.
All right, it is now Allard's turn. If Allard is ready,
Alex is not entirely ready, but let's roll through it anyway. I'm going to take some of that garbage and create a small barricade.
okay.
Good news, everyone! I've created a small wall to protect us. Yeah, I can stack and reinforce objects that are small and fragile to provide cover into a single square of adjacent cover.
Okay, so are you able to do this just for your own protection, or you can move and place it in front of everybody?
It's basically just like one side of a square is now now grants cover.
Okay, so where do you want to place that at?
That's a good question. I'm going to place it has to be adjacent. Yeah, I'm just gonna place it right next to me.
Okay. I've created a barrier to protect us. Me.
Yeah.
He's talking about it as robot.
It's pretty Farnsworthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I make a barricade, and then he brushes aside his lab coat, and you see a holster
He's just
with a
packing.
huge revolver in it, and he draws the Swagger hand cannon from his
Whoa,
holster.
that's swaggerific.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to hear more about this.
It's a gun.
Named Swagger.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we go. Going against the facility's cleanliness policy, but constructing a barricade out of this, and now it's Max's turn.
If I remember correctly, because I did play a mechanic in the very first Starfinder thing that we did, I think my drone gets one action, but I can also lend my move action to my drone so that it can have a move action and an action. So it's not
That
like I
sounds
get to
right.
play two characters, but I get a character and a half, kind of.
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
So Max is going to perk up and go into action mode. He stands up at his full height, which is still shorter than Allard or most humanoids. But I'm just going to have him circle around in front of us, and this is hard to switch back and forth between characters. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm slowing down the action.
It's okay. I messed up the map, so that's no big deal.
Okay. He is 25 movement speed, so 5, 10, 20, 25. He moves into bridge the gap. And that's going to be his action.
All right, it's Cairo's turn.
Yeah, Cairo is a little bit taken aback. She doesn't quite like that we haven't tried to make contact with this thing first before fighting it. So I'd like to see if I can maybe do a knowledge check.
Yep.
That's smart. At least someone is here trying to figure out what this thing is. What is the check, Chris?
Yeah.
I believe this would be a common creature. I think it's the type of I forget what that is. You can go ahead and roll it, and then I'll figure out what it is, and you can apply whatever the
Correct.
appropriate thing is. Yeah, I got it right here.
Okay.
It's life science.
Okay. That's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, so this is it's definitely an ooze. But it's its own variation, its own variety. It's got ooze characteristics, but exact makeup you don't really know. This seems to be a new creation. So given that, standard ooze immunities.
Don't use slashing.
I guess I can give you one piece of information, tell me something you might want to know beyond ooze immunities.
I mean, I have a special ability. I don't know if it would work, but I'd like to know if we can maybe is it are we able to communicate or negotiate with this thing? I don't know what.
Well, given what you know about oozes, this thing is mindless.
Okay, that's what I figured. All right, sure. Let's find out if it's got any kind of special attack. I guess.
Well, I would say it'd be hard to know since this is a new, this doesn't seem like a standard run-of-the-mill ooze. They're all different, but you did, I will say, notice that he had an incredible punch
Okay.
when he knocked Hal down the hall. So
Pretty
you might
strong.
remember that. Yeah.
Okay. So with that, yeah, Cairo takes a moment and really focuses in, because you may not know, but I also have blind sense, or whatever the heck that's. Yeah, blind sense. So I'm only figuring this out by sound right now. Yeah, I'm like, and I relay it to everyone around. I'm like, this is seems to be a purple ooze, and fortunately, I don't believe we're gonna be able to work this out in a nice way. It's incredibly strong. I'm not sure if you've realized that. So beware.
How do you know it's purple?
Oh, that's a good choice. That's a good point. I don't know.
Oh, wait. How do you know it's purple?
I assumed based on the sound frequencies it's emitting, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah. And so I guess with that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a weapon out, but I'm staying where I am.
Okay. All right, so now it is the creature's turn, and this ooze, I said it was tiny. I meant that it was small, so it's actually not a quarter of a square.
Okay.
So it's going to move up. I'm going to decide if I'm going for Tychos or Max. I would say it's going to go for Max just because it's closer. It's mindless. So let's see.
I don't need combat music.
Oh no.
All right, so it gets right up to Max, and it's going to lash out with its pseudopod. That's a 14 against KAC for Max.
That's a miss.
Okay, so he misses, but something odd seems to be happening as he grows a little bit larger and becomes kind of a medium-sized creature.
Oh no, that was so quick.
And that's the end of its turn. It's round 2, and it is Jack's up.
Okay, well, being slightly alarmed that it's gotten bigger, Jax is going to take a step back and then take another shot. 13.
13K, is that KAC?
I believe so.
Okay.
What gun are you using?
I'm using the tactical shield rifle.
That does what? Piercing?
That's K. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
piercing.
KAC.
That's
Right.
KSC.
That is a
Okay.
miss.
Oh, all right.
Rip.
I'm startled by the fact that this thing is getting bigger.
Yes. Tychos.
Alright, I gain another mutation point. And these robotic parts start forming on his arm. He's gonna take a step forward and attack with his adaptive strike. Let's see here. Oh, I am willing to bet that this thing does not not able to bleed, I should say.
Yeah, let's see.
And a slashing, so not great, boss. Not great. That's a 23 to hit KAC,
That's a hit.
and that is 13 points of slashing damage.
All right, 13. I'm trying to see. I don't think it doesn't say anything about not bleeding in ooze immunities, but I mean, I guess it doesn't have blood, so
That's only goes into effect if I rolled a crit.
okay. You said 13 points of damage.
Slashing to be exact.
Slashing. Okay. Big old hit.
I
Quick
don't know if
math.
that matters.
Got it. And it is Allard's turn.
Real quick, I don't know if this is gonna affect anything, but one of my other special abilities might come into play now. It's sudden shift, which I'm trying to find in my pick. Okay, yeah. So whenever you or an ally deal damage to an opponent within 60 feet of me, I can take a reaction to allow all allies within 60 feet of the opponent to take a guarded step as a reaction. All characters who took the guarded step using this improvisation have their speed reduced by 5 feet until the end of the next turn. So, that might help with the droid, I don't know.
That's how, when they take so much damage?
That's any time that an ally or myself deals damage to an opponent within 60 feet of me.
Deals damage, gotcha. Okay.
Anyway.
What's it called?
It is sudden shift.
And what's the cost of taking the guarded step?
Your movement would be reduced by 5 feet until the end of your next turn. So I think this is just allowing you a 5-foot reaction during your turn before getting hit or something.
Okay.
Yeah, just to get yourself out of harm's way if you need to.
Gotcha.
That's good.
Well, yeah, Max will take use of that and step back.
That's fun.
Cool ability. I can see that being used a lot. Okay, so it's still... Wait, we're still on Allard's turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Allard has so many things in the way. So a shot would just not be fun. So he is going to... I'm going to give that move action over to my good buddy Max and just hold. Yeah, can't really do anything as Allard. He's like, Max, engage combat tactics. And yeah, so then I'll move over to Max's turn. Max raises up 2 robot arms, which eject these chains out of like where the hands would be. They fall to the ground, and then he connects the chains together, and they ignite into fire chains.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
So these are fiend class burning chains.
You just did some Ghost Rider stuff
right.
right there.
That's yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's move action, draw the weapon, and then he's going to attack with his burning chains, which have reach.
very nice.
Let's see, that's a 13 to hit EAC.
13 EAC is a miss.
Yeah.
Rip.
Rip.
Oops.
Very. Are those persistent though? Like they'll stay out till you're done with them. The chains.
It's a weapon.
Okay. All right. Cool. It is now Cairo's turn.
Yeah, so I'm kind of in the same position where a lot of things are in my way. But I am going to step back behind Max. And I kind of have like a diagonal like throwing area. And I'm going to actually toss a grenade. So,
Okay.
Trying to decide which grenade.
Oh, I have so many grenades in my pockets.
It's gonna be a shock grenade. So, yeah. And why are the details not on this page? What? What?
I was shocked. Did you not hear me?
Oh no. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna throw a shock grenade and try. I'm gonna ping this thing on the map. Can you guys see that?
Yes.
Now, is that gonna like
murder me?
super hurt you? Well, I'm trying to decide, is that gonna like hurt you real bad, or because I don't hurt you?
Then throw it one more square over. Is
Okay.
it what? What's the radius?
Yeah, I'm trying to find that.
Probably 10,
it's
right?
Probably 15. I think 15, but I don't know. It's
If
not
15,
on my page.
you need to throw it like right here.
Well, I can't throw at a L angle. Like,
Why not?
because I don't have that curvature.
Come on, learn those baseball skills.
All right. It's
I mean, it would
apparently
just
not
be
on my
you
page.
can draw a square there or draw a line there, so it would just get a bonus to its AC, the square. So it doesn't.
Well, they can just absorb stuff, right? What if I just like throw it and I'm like, here, blobby blob, and then it just like eats it?
Yeah.
That's how that
I
works.
suppose if it decides to eat it.
You what kind of grenade is it?
Shock grenade. There it is. All right, 20 feet.
That's a radius, right? So, or
Yeah.
oh, okay. Well, that's well.
You know what?
This new Roll20 AI is using me.
Yeah.
All right, well-
yeah.
Yeah, that square you're aiming for is fine. Then he'll be out of range.
Okay.
Ooh, just barely.
So I'm gonna then toss it like towards that square that is marked on the map, which is quite a ways down the hall, to hopefully not get a fire boy.
Probably AC 7 because of the corner, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 20 on the die. 23. It's a hit.
Nice.
Don't remember.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they
No,
they
I don't
crit.
think
We had
so.
this happen when we were playing Dead Sons.
I thought there was an errata.
Oh, maybe there is. I don't know.
Oh wait, it does say
Um,
crit
let's
times
roll
2.
that damage.
I don't know if that matters, but
Okay, go with it then. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
fine. Double damage.
well, that is a D8. Oh, I was supposed to do that twice. Of course. I rolled a 1 on one of them, so that's a total of 4 electricity damage.
All right. Shocking. And yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, you're blowing ooze all over the walls here. It's just hard to tell like how this creature's doing, just because of its
Yeah.
makeup. And if that's the end of your turn, it is now the ooze's turn. So the ooze is going to go ahead and attack Tychos.
Oh!
And it's just going to do one attack. So the pseudopod comes out.
It gets a reflex save for
Um,
half damage. I don't know if you did that.
oh, no, I did not. Let me roll that real quick.
I would think that the crit increases the DC.
That I have no idea.
Well, let's see what I get here. I'm not sure what the DC is on my end, if you
I
know.
know what it says on mine.
Probably well, I don't know. I got a 15
Yeah, this
reflex.
says DC 11, so I don't know what it is with crit. If that even affects it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll just say I miss unless somebody finds something real quick. So 4 points of damage. He is going. Yeah, I know. He's going to attack. It's a 5 on the die, so I'm pretty sure that's going to be a miss on Tychos. And once again, this creature grows bigger.
Remember that guarded step. I don't know if you want to do that at all.
Nope.
Okay. Hold and steady.
It is round 3. This creature has gotten much larger, and it is Jack's turn.
And in Charger.
Oh no. Jax is gonna take another step back and then take a shot.
Okay.
Gonna get a +2 its AC. What would because of me? Sorry.
Well, I only got a 9, so it's fine.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's a big target. Like when you were up close, you could just shoot through his legs, but now can't see over him.
True.
All right, it's Tycho's turn.
Oh, all right. That's some more mechanical parts start forming on his legs, and his skin almost becomes jelly-like.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah.
The rock turned into jelly?
So when you get to like 3 mutation points, you get a positive, and then also a negative. So I take extra damage against 2 types of damage, and I gain 10 feet speed. Which at the moment doesn't matter. So I'm going to. Can I full attack? I assume I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Let's roll. Let's do full attack. So +4 to each of these. We can have an 18 against
18
KAC
is a hit.
and a 16 against KAC.
That is a miss.
Ooh, that's a bummer. Max damage, baby. 13 points of slashing damage.
Wow. Okay. That was a big hit, man. Okay. Yeah, as big as this creature's getting, I mean, you just bashed out like more than half of the goo that it just acquired.
Is
And
it smaller now?
yeah, it seems to have less volume. It's Allard's turn.
Allard is going to shoot. Is this thing big enough to where I could feasibly shoot around? Or like over
Like
top
up
of
and
my
over?
drone?
Yeah, I mean, this thing's as tall as, well, probably almost as tall as Tychos at this point.
Okay. Wow. It's 13 feet tall. Yeah,
No, it's 13 feet wide.
delicious. Allard is going to raise his big ass hand cannon, the swagger hand cannon, and take a shot.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That looks like a dirty 20 against KAC.
That's a hit.
Okay. This is 9 points of piercing damage.
Describe your kill.
Yo!
Allard, like, yeah, he's got his hand cannon out. He has to do the thing where he flips out the revolver section of it, checks to make sure it's loaded, spins it around, clicks it back in place, pulls back the hammer, and just blasts this thing through the middle. And it loses its viscosity and starts to melt onto the floor.
Yes, oozes up to Tycho's feet and singes and burns into like a burnt black soda-y, sugary substance.
Nice. Congratulations.
Is this one of the samples?
And as this thing falls, you see that Tychos's like metallic parts start like deforming almost. You also see the vague like he started like almost sparking, and then there's like a little bit of like almost plasma that you could see inside of these metallic parts, but they start receding and going back to what he looked like before.
Oh, there was more to this if he kept going?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
I was really hoping you'd attack me because there's something that happens if you attack me.
Yeah, I was trying. I was trying to. But I rolled like 5 every time. So
I just
yeah,
imagine though that Allard like pulled out a straw, like an extendable straw to like try this thing.
Oh no!
Don't play my character.
oh,
What?
Yeah.
Wow!
How about you play your
That
own
was when you
character,
mentioned
Des?
samples.
How about you play your own character?
All right, my character jumps off of a damn cliff, and kills
Prob-
herself.
Probably for the best.
Aww.
Oh boy.
so
Are these the scientists around?
yeah, the one scientist was like trapped in the corner here. Man, I forgot his name already. Where'd I have
What
it?
is this?
Boy.
Boyle?
How?
Blob? Blorb?
Blorb, that's right. Yeah.
Oh no,
Is
how
that
was
how-
it? Blob.
Yeah, Blorb is just sitting
Oh, I can
over there
stop
in
the
the
combat
corner,
music.
like, he's covered in a little bit of soda. He stands up. He's like, "Oh, you defeated it. Oh, you saved us. Thank you so much."
You are welcome.
He's just like looking up at you, like super nervous about setting off the fire alarm or something.
Allard looks over at his little wall and then just like pushes over the garbage.
Oh yeah, I forgot you made a wall.
Yeah, a cleaning robot comes and promptly cleans it up, puts it back in the trash bins, and sets them back up. And Blorb is like, I don't understand how this would have happened. We make sure that we use all original ingredients. There shouldn't be any foreign substances in here. This is truly unusual. We've never had this happen before. My apologies so much. I did not mean to interrupt your tour.
Well, clearly it started in there.
And he points towards that door where it came from.
Yes, this is our flavor mixing lab. We've never had anything like this happen before. I don't understand. I mean, you're welcome to continue the tour, I suppose, if Hal is feeling all right. Yeah, and Hal's like back down the hall, like, oh.
Oh. I have no medicine skill, so that's up to someone else.
I can take a look. I'll go over and check out the hurt guy.
So you go over to Hal, and you're checking him out, and he seems like he just took a nice punch to the stomach, but
All the air's all out of his.
yeah, he's just flat as a shriveled up
I
balloon.
hate when that happens. It's the worst.
Good news, everyone! He's just
He's
been
fine.
a little bit winded.
Love it.
Take a couple of breaths, my boy. You'll be right as rain.
He gives
Oh.
you a bottle of air from the baseballs.
Is that
And-
Perrier?
And here you go. He reaches into a little pocket in his lab coat and pulls out a sucker. for being such a good patient.
Like the show must go on, of course. I'm happy to continue the tour with you, if you'd like, or I can go on my lunch
Okay.
break.
Okay.
There we go. That's the more of the what I was going for.
So Hal moves over to Blorb and makes sure that it's okay to proceed on with the tour. And at this point, there was you've noticed throughout the hallways there seems to be like some indicator lights up on the walls near the ceilings, and there's a series of lights, and they were largely green until now. And then there's a small shutter in the floor, a tremor, and you see that the light goes from green to yellow. And Blorb is like, that's unusual. Just a moment. And he goes to open up the door, and he goes inside.
And there's 4 more of these things.
We'll see it now. He goes in the door, and a moment later, some purple soda starts to stream out from under the door. and it slowly moves towards Tychos and Cairo, and it's just a small little trickle. And then after a moment, the door bursts open, and there's a small flood of this soda coming towards you guys, almost enough to like knock you off balance just slightly, but it's not gonna like wash you away. And Blorb comes out again. He's like, I think we're going to need to evacuate the building at this point. And a bunch of the other scientists in the room burst out and they run past you down the hall and around the corner. The few people that remained from the tour come out and they look at each other, and Hal's like, yeah, we should probably, eyeing the yellow light, we should probably head out. It's just a minor thing. And the building shutters again at this point. And he begins to escort everybody else out. What do you guys want to do?
Would like to try this delicious new soda.
Oh, lean forward and take a sip.
Probably don't want to do that, actually.
Did he already do it?
No.
He's just crazy enough to do it.
I'm assuming that the soda that's on the floor isn't the brand new specialty soda that we were promised that we could try.
Yeah, I mean, it sure looks similar to what you saw in the commercial, but whether or not it's actually finished, we don't know.
Ah.
I want to ask what the yellow light means. Why?
Yeah, so Hal is like, kind of like a walk run, trying to getting people out. And, it's just to let us know that it might be a slight problem. I'm sure the engineers are taking a look at it, and just a safety precaution is all. That's all. We should be moving towards the front door, and we will resume the tour just as soon as we go green again. Come along.
And Cairo is like, yes, in case anyone was wondering, the sound frequencies that the light was giving off gave me the vibe of yellow. I apologize if that was confusing. I kept forgetting.
I don't think that's how color works.
Would you like our assistance?
Yes, if you could help us round up people and head on back, that would be great.
All right. I say let's do that then.
Okay. What are our options for doorways here? Some of the fog of war stuff is obscuring.
Oh, yeah, there's a door. Let's see. There's doors to right north of the blob. And then there's like a big set of double doors down here.
Where did we enter from?
You entered from the hallway in this direction.
Okay.
Tychos is going to run up to the double doors and smash them open.
Okay, so you smash the double doors open with incredible power. And
I have 18 strength.
The doors were not locked, and there's this weird thing going on with Roll20 where if I reveal outside of the map area, it just won't reveal anything that I highlight.
Weird.
So yeah, you open up the doors here, and you're looking inside. This seems to be like some sort of lunch area.
Break room.
And you broke the doors.
Is there anybody in here?
No, there doesn't seem to be anybody in at the moment.
He turns to the group.
There's no one in here.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
While this is going on, you hear from somewhere down in one of the hallways, like an alarm sound, and there's like a really like tinny, muted voice, like almost like coming over a telephone, like an old telephone, but you can't quite make out what it's saying, but you can sense like some franticness in their voice.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's coming from which direction?
Down one of the hallway that everybody ran down towards too.
I say we go check it out and see what's going on.
I follow.
Yeah, I do too.
Allard begins shuffling towards the rest of these guys, and he's like, I will get my soda.
All right.
You're heading down the hallway. You can kind of see the tour group, way down the hall in the distance. They're pretty far ahead of you. But as you make your way down, 20, 30 feet or more, there seems to be a speaker on the wall, and this is theater of the mind at this point. But there seems to be a speaker on the wall next to a glass door. It's like got metal all around it and like a metal beam going across it, and then there's like a top window and a bottom window. And to the right of that, that's where you hear voices calling out the speaker.
Can we make out what the voices are saying, or is it too garbled and low?
So if you're so you've approached it, and you hear like, we need help. It's there's like a female voice, and there's like a male voice. Please, we need help. Somebody let us out of here.
Jax just looks at the big guy and goes, smash? Points at the door.
Smash.
And what you
not
notice,
stupid.
what you notice as you're looking through the door, so the situation is you see this glass door, and then you see like a 10-foot hallway, and then another glass door, and you see these two scientists, and they're like banging on the glass door, and you see that the room is beginning to fill up with this purple cola, and you feel like another shudder of the building. And then that yellow light that you see everywhere starts flashing more rapidly. Like, we just need you to get us out of here, okay? You can use the pin pad if you'd like. The code to get in is and like it flickers out, and you can't hear them anymore. But they're like banging. You can see them talking.
Yeah. So Jax just kind of nods his head and thinks, yeah, of course it cuts out before we get the code. And he looks back over at the big guy and is like, go ahead, smash.
I do it. You need to roll?
It's stationary. Just give me a damage roll.
I rolled an 18 on the die.
Okay.
I guess do you just want me to roll my like unarmed attack or something?
Whatever you want to roll.
I'm gonna try and hurl like another garbage can.
Okay.
That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does this get like some sort of special energy from you throwing it?
Energy?
Yeah,
No,
or is this
it's
just your throwing
Giants
something?
are known for throwing stuff.
Okay, all right. This hits the door, it kind of bounces off. It doesn't seem like it does too much damage.
I'm an expert thrower, says my character sheet.
So in the past, I tend to like kind of be a little sneaky and stuff with things like this, like encounters like this. So I think this time I want to try to share like how I kind of wrote it, and then let you guys, you can still do whatever you want with it. But basically, there's a sense of time here. This room's filling up, and you have to gain a number of successes before a number of failures in order to get them out. So it can be smashing, it can be destroying, absolutely. If you want the door, it's just like anything else, though. It has a hardness and hit points to overcome. So, but basically the scenario here is you guys need 3 successes before you have 3 failures. But there's also a round limit to this too. So you kind of have to balance, do you want to all make your own individual checks and try to have more chances at successes before the rounds are up? Or do you want to assist each other, 3 people aid, 1 person does the check? But that's kind of like how I've kind of had this encounter designed. So, you guys let me know how you want to approach it, but that's kind of like what I was thinking with this. But we are in rounds, so you guys each get an action, a move action, but you can discuss among yourselves who goes when and does what.
That's true. trying to figure out if there's something I could do with athletics because that's my highest bonus skill, but I don't think it applies here.
Well, I would say though, like if you're using athletics, maybe you are like trying to force the door open or something. That could be your check. I don't know. Or you can smash it, something, whatever you want. But as long as your check assists in some way of getting them out, or even stopping the flow of something, buy them time, something like that.
Actually,
Chris, when we look at the door, can we tell, is it a sliding door? Does it slide to the side? Does it slide up into the ceiling, down into the floor?
It seems like it'll slide to the side.
And it's one solid door. It's not like two doors that slide Star Trek style from the middle.
Correct. But you have the door, then you have like 10 feet of hall space, and then another door. Seems
Right.
like an airlock.
Okay.
I am a practiced engineer,
Okay.
so I could just pop into one of the panels and try and get this thing open.
Okay.
I would like to assist
Can I-
in that.
I would also
I will
like
assist
to.
as well.
I automatically assist. I don't know what your bonus is, Alex. Is it more than plus 10?
It is plus 10.
Mine is 2. I'll let you roll.
Okay,
Unless you want me to.
Is this engineering or computers that we're...
the same thing either way.
Engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah, if you're opening the panel up, it's engineering. If you're typing on it, then it's computers.
I mean, I could do computers. I have a better computers bonus. I just figured
Okay.
engineering made more sense.
Yeah.
I meant to
either one.
assist also.
Doesn't matter to me.
so-
Okay.
I automatically aid. Or should I just roll my own check? What do you guys think?
We only get X amount of
Right.
checks, so
That was X amount of rounds.
Yeah, there's you got to get 3 successes before 3 failures, but also you have a round limit too, because there's kind of that
Gotcha.
pressure. Do you do your own checks? Do you assist?
All right, I'm gonna assist. I automatically assist. I don't know why I rolled.
We have to have a 10 to...
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I do not assist this time.
so I'm rolling at a plus 12.
Ultra, are you
Uh,
assisting or rolling your own check?
how do I remind me how to? Do I just roll my for the assist?
Yeah, you just roll and then gotta get a hit. DC is 10.
Oh, I got a 15.
There you go. Plus 4 now.
Okay.
That's a 21.
All right. So yeah, you hack into this panel, and describe. This is a success. So describe how you are interacting.
Yeah, Allard is like, "Get out of my way, you oaf!" And he starts pulling a panel off of the wall and taking out wires and like stripping wires and rearranging the wires back together.
I feel like he has to get like access to something like behind another panel, so my guy tears off another panel.
Okay.
Just an entire panel.
Yeah.
This is what I do. All right, so you've rerouted some things in some aim to get this door open, and I believe everybody used their action in that round. So now we're on to round 2, and everybody be creative. There's any number of ways for you to do this. There's nothing set in stone. So like, Dez, if you feel Cairo can assist in a different way, just tell me what it is, and you can roll a check that's appropriate.
So if we were to say open this door, a bunch of this liquid would come out. What you're saying?
Well, no. Right now you're separated by an airlock. So,
Oh, the airlock.
but whatever aim the doctor or the good doctor has, if he's rewiring wires to open all the doors, if that's your aim, then go down that road. It's more. Don't think about it like I got to open this door, then I got to open that door. Just think about how you're approaching the situation and what you need to have happen.
All right. I think I'm gonna roll my own check.
Okay.
It'll be engineering. I'm gonna drop my dice on the ground. Ow! I hit my head on death. That hurt. All right, here we go. I'm going to like go to the other side of the hallway and like see if I can find another panel that'll like has some wires and shit.
Okay.
That's a 14.
Oh no. You do something bad, Tychos.
Oh.
There seems to be an acceleration of the soda filling up the room, and you can see the scientists start panicking a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
About how full would you say the room is at this point, Chris?
At this point, I'd say it's up probably around like their knees.
Okay.
But it looks like a washing machine is going on in this room as it's like coming up against the glass and sloshing over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allard is going to, seeing that the wiring has been destroyed or whatever, is going
Hey,
to...
I'm on the other side of the hallway.
Yeah, whatever. Is going to switch tactics and try and trick the computer into thinking that this, like, yellow alert has been aborted.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and get into the computer systems.
Okay. Is anybody else aiding or doing your own checks?
I would like to aid. I've had a lot of robot stuff, so I don't know what I've missed. But I would like to aid by I plug a hole in a keyboard that's starting to spew soda.
Plug a hole in a keyboard?
Yeah.
Okay.
And hey, that's an assist.
All right. There's one. What's Jax doing?
I don't have computers, so I'm just watching to see what the professor's up to.
Okay.
Because I don't want to make things worse, and after watching the Tycho rip a panel off and make the soda fill faster, I'm worried that I could do more harm than good at this point.
Alrighty.
Nah, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you got another way to help the good doctor, whether it's cheering him on or something, like.
I don't know. I was just thinking I have a high perception, a high survival. Hopefully, those would.
Hey, perception?
Yeah,
You could see something that he doesn't see?
Yeah,
Alright, I'll roll a perception.
do it. Yeah.
21.
All right. There's the assist. That's a +4.
Alrighty do. So +4. That's a 22. Computers.
All right. You are successful. You can describe what you're doing to get them out.
Allard is like going through, I don't know, like root files. He's like doing the text commands, getting in and trying to trick the system into releasing the yellow alert, at least for this section of the facility.
Okay. You feel like you're working towards that, but you feel like you got a little bit more work to do in that regard. I will say that you can see that this panel has limited connectivity to other systems around it, but you do see that there might be a way to control like pressure in the room, or which may, I don't know, affect something positive for them. But yeah, there's not a lot of functionality other than that, communications and, you know, operating the airlock. And then, but you do understand that this room is like hermetically sealed, so it is pressurized. Maybe that information will help you in some way. Believe that's everybody. It's round 3. The soda room it's filling up even faster. It's getting up around their waist right now, and they're shouting at you. Some of them like fall to their feet and stand back up because the current is just getting so crazy. And this is round 3. So pick your order. Tell me what you're doing. Let's go for it.
I'm just going to assist by fixing my problems that I just caused.
Okay. Wait, so you're aiding yourself to fix the problems?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 24.
And that's for an aid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just rolled. Should have just rolled.
You should have just rolled.
But if I would have rolled lower, and I know that for a fact.
Yep.
That's how it works.
No, you're totally right. The one time we can predict the future is when we know we're going to screw up.
I'm also gonna try and aid, and yeah, I'm holding strong with one finger on the keyboard, and I see another one start to like wriggle loose, so I put another finger on it. Ah, I feel another one. I hear it.
Oh, the old.
Damn it! I can't do blind sight, guys. I know.
Are you completely blind?
Yeah.
Blind sight is
Is your
Yeah.
character actually blind?
what blind sight is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought some characters, or that's blind sense. Okay.
Blind sense is
Yes.
what was it? What do they call it? It's like an imperfect sense, whereas
Yeah.
blind sight is a perfect sense.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah, I do assist aid.
You do aid. That's another +2. Jax.
I'm gonna try and aid again. I got a 26 in perception.
All right. What do you see that can help in this situation?
I don't know, man. You choose.
Play my character for a second.
Maybe while I'm watching the professor messing around trying to figure out what he can do, I noticed that maybe if we alter the pressure in the room, it might slow the soda down. Or at least calm the soda down. Because the higher pressure in the room might be causing part of the issue with the soda filling the room. Because you said the room's pressurized.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if the soda's in a higher pressure area, it's wanting to escape into this lower pressure area. So maybe increasing the pressure, actually not lowering it, would help slow it down from making its way in as fast. If there's a way that I can maybe determine that just from what's available here.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even the theory alone is enough, I would say, to assist. So,
Okay.
Cool beans. That's +6 to Allard.
Yeah, I'm up in this computer system, so I'm gonna try and adjust the pressure systems to allow us access into this hermetically sealed room. You said I have a +6?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a 24 to root around in these computers.
Nice.
Good news, everyone! Computers!
Computers. All right, so you are successful. You have gotten 3 successes before 3 failures in 3 rounds, and the system begins to pressurize up, and you now have slowed down the flow of the soda enough that you feel like you could probably open this door, but you might want to stand clear.
No, I take it in. Mouth open. No,
Well,
we stand to the
talk
side.
for yourself. I'm probably gonna go for a quick swim.
All right, weirdo.
Okay, so yeah, you have successfully made it safe enough to get these doors open through your rooting around the subsystems. You've even disabled the yellow alert status locally, at least. And as soon as you open these doors, the moderate amount of coal that had filled up this room comes rushing out. The scientists kind of slide out with it. But they don't get swept away. They stand up and like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, where do I get my sample?
God damn it.
I came to this facility for one thing, and I would like my tasty treat.
Well, of course, I would have to talk to the tour guide. How I believe it is. He could seek that out for you, but at the moment, we think we have more pressing matters here. This is highly unusual. This is a sealed room, and for this soda to burst through, it's. I think we have bigger problems elsewhere in the facility. We had a yellow alert going on. I fear that we could be in some serious trouble momentarily if
I
the
knew I heard
engineers can't get
something.
this sorted out.
Get it? Hello.
Yes. Yeah, we should probably vacate the premises as quickly as possible, unless of course you guys know any good engineers.
I'm not great, apparently.
Hey, you're good at
That's
ripping
half the
stuff off
job.
of the walls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope this doesn't come across as rude, but it seems like you could use a few extra helping hands.
Yeah, absolutely. If we might be able to avert this crisis. This is unprecedented for Cosmic Cola. We should hurry and make our way up to the main floor where the machine is.
Yes,
Where the Uber ooze is gonna be.
please lead the way. And I also would love to have a tasty treat if there's one available.
Oh, I promise. As soon as this crisis is over, we'll see to it that you get more tasty treats than you could ever eat.
That sounded ominous.
Yeah.
You'll have all
This
of
is
the
just like
tasty
Willy
treats.
Wonka.
Yeah, this in disguise.
Yeah. All right. Well, show us the way.
All right, so they turn to begin walking down the hall, and after a short time, they get to like this main threshold that leads to like a transport elevator. There's also a stairwell, and just as they're getting ready to cross, the alert level comes back on yellow again, and there is like a sudden shudder of the building, and like these blast doors start like dropping rapidly, and it seals them off from you,
Oh no.
and you guys are like separated.
Oh.
And we'll see after a short break.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Thank you to Sirenscape for helping us immerse you into the worlds we explore with amazing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com to add them to your adventures as well. And thank you to our patrons for helping fuel us throughout the galaxy. We sincerely can't thank you enough for your continued support. If you'd like to become a patron or find out more about us, visit www.adventureawaitspod.com. We'd love to have you aboard. Until next time, adventurers.